Simon Browning has not got off the line. As Gasconi leads into turn 1 for the first time. Van Summeren right behind him as Simon Browning gets underway. So Gasconi leading from Van Summeren. Chris Du Bois 3rd, Les Walmsley 4th, Barnes 5th. Then it's Knight in 32 with John Harrison in the violet crumble coloured 2-door. Rod Evans having a bit of a moment there around the sweep and Rod.
Yes, getting a bit wobbly there as the lead car, Gascoigne, as you say, well and truly in the lead as we go up through the cleavage area of the Winton Motor Raceway and back with Summeren, Buzz, Walmsley. Walmsley's really got to handle the Cortinas pretty well after having driven big cars in the previous times.
Certainly has club champion last year in Victoria, Historic Touring Car Association Awards. So right back into the thick of course around that very quick Bob Cracknell black 4-door Mark 1 many moons ago. Certainly puts V8s to shame as Gasconi leads from Van Summeren. Du Bois 3rd, Walmsley 4th, and it's Barnes, Knight, Harrison, John Shuttle in the number 118 2-door from Sydney. Former Jaguar runner, now back behind the wheel of that GT number 118.
Browning picking up a bit of ground now after his rather tardy start. He's, although he was sort of right back of the field anyway, he's certainly gaining a fair bit of ground as they head up towards the big sweeper up through the 10th corner. Still Gascoigne doing it nicely from Summeren. I think it's a hard corner to get round there if you just got to get it right. If you mess up the entry, you mess up the next part, the exit out of the corner. So they all seem to have that pretty well sorted out by now as Gascoigne, another about 6-7 car lengths in front, coming down to the tricky S's.
Huge battle on the back straight here for 5th. Stuart Barnes, the red Cortina, in front of Knight and Harrison. Harrison having a look up the inside of Knight. Can't quite put the move on through the S's. As Les Walmsley in 4th is starting to reel in Chris Du Bois, the number 3 Cortina.
Your dad, Don Knight, is up in the bit of the pointy end this time. He's going pretty well there as he gets up behind Barnes going down into turn 2.
Barnes had a fantastic run at the recent Malala All Historics a few weeks ago. Showed the Knight Cortina the way, but Knight looks like he's having to readdress that on home turf here, and he's right behind that red Cortina as they head up towards Tank with Harrison right behind Knight in turn. Shuttle. Jerry Leinster, of course, up there too in the grey machine with a white stripe. Running that fresh paint job. Jerry, unfortunately, had a fairly serious accident at Phillip Island Classic. It's good to see him back on the circuit.
Now, Summeren's actually gained up a little bit on Gascoigne this time, Darren, as they come down into the S's. I was just watching Summeren before, absolutely sideways through this corner here. Both of them getting sideways this time, which obviously for 66 made it a little bit slower. And Summeren's actually gaining as they swing down into turn 1. Oh, great work there by Summeren as he's gaining as we come down into turn 2. And
it's really starting to heat up in the front as it is in that battle for 5th, because John Harrison has got through on Knight and now starting to put the pressure on the red Cortina, number 22 of Stuart Barnes.
Yes, little dices, particularly back there for about 5th, 6th and 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th place. They're really at it. Hammer and tongs as we go through the big sweeper. A Cortina, we call it a gaggle of Cortinas, I suppose we could.
A concertina of Cortinas, perhaps.
Concertina of Cortinas as they go up into the 10th corner. But Gascoigne this time maybe has the legs again. I'm not sure what happened there with Summeren. He has dropped back compared to where he was earlier this last lap.
Yeah, just set the fastest lap of the race too. Second place runner there, Peter Van Summeren, 1:10.05 on that lap. So maybe took a little bit out of the tyres, and he's dropped back a few places, a few lengths there from our race leader, Nick Cascioni.
Oh, the spinner there, car 3.
Chris Du Bois goes off, out of 3rd place. Has fallen off at the exit of the S's. So that's allowed Les Walmsley now to move up onto the podium. I don't think Du Bois contacted anything. Stuart Barnes had a very leery entry onto the straight as Chris Du Bois rejoins well down the field, unfortunately, for the very, very quick Sydney sider.
Yes, that's a shame. You threw away his position there, but never mind. The lead car's now well and truly up into the cleavage area up the top, and Gascoigne and Summerton. Well, Summerton has dropped right off the pace for some reason. We don't quite know why.
Just one lap to go in the All Cortina Challenge. That battle for 5th place not resolved. It's still battling on the blend line screen. Barnes, Harrison, Knight, John Shuttle, Jerry Lenstra. Throw a blanket over those Cortinas as they head around cleavage. Nick Gascoigne plain sailing for him at the front, and he will take out the very first All Cortina Challenge. Great drive from Nick. Takes the victory from Peter Van Sumeren in the Lotus. Les Walmsley will come through in third after that exit of Chris Du Bois. So solid run there for Walmsley onto the podium. And is this battle coming down to the flag for 5th? Stuart Barnes looks like he has the edge on his pursuers.
Oh, trying to get through on the inside.
Barnes beats home Harrison, Shuttle, Knight, Lenstra. Kim Schoen was right up there too in the Lotus.
Yes, Lenstra just about threw it away there. He was getting very sideways right in the middle of that pack. But everybody, other than the spinner, seems to have got through pretty well. Car 57, our last car across the line is Evans. We've got a car going slow there. Oh, that's our
Evans, that looks like he's retiring on the very final lap, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's no good.
Blendline TV Premium, your home of grassroots motorsport.